So today I'm going to redo these cutting boards. I did them yesterday and I realized that I did them in the wrong direction. I wanted my wave to start here and go that way. And yesterday I did them here and had them come this way. So I'm just going to redo them. I've already sanded it with 220 grit sandpaper. I've already mixed up my colors and my resin, and I am using Stone Coat countertop. So let's just get started here. So the pigments that I'm using are by Just Resin, and in the description below I will list my colors that I'm using in case anyone is interested. And I'm just going to kind of blend these a little bit together. Edges. And these cutting boards had quite an angle on the edge because they were a live edge piece of spalted maple. So I might end up losing some of my epoxy off the edge, but we'll see what happens. I have a clean table, so just kind of scooping up some of this and getting it back on here. Alright. So the space that I left in the gap between the painter's tape and what I just put on, I'm going to put some clear in there. And the clear is going to act kind of as a flowing medium for the white. And this is Just Resin's titanium white, I think it is. Yeah, titanium white. And I added a little bit of 91% isopropyl alcohol to it, just to thin it down a little bit. And then I'm going to take my handy little torch. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't lose too much of it over the edge. And there it goes, flowing over the edge. So I'm just going to bring it back this way. Try to bring it back a little bit. and see how that cures. I might end up losing most of it over the edge because, as I said, these pieces of wood have quite a curvature on it. But we'll see what happens. So that's it. That's creating some lacing and cells with white. And let's see, I'll just get you a little closer. So you are looking at it backwards right now. And it will look much different once it fully sets up, but that's, I love the lacing that happened right there. I just hope it stays. And I will put pictures of this once it has cured and I'm able to move it and stand it upright for you. But so far, that's it. I will hopefully video later when I remove the blue tape. I'll do that probably in about 2 hours from now. I'm going to give the epoxy time to tack up, and then I'm going to remove that blue tape, and hopefully I will have a nice clean line. And then tomorrow, the areas that I epoxied will have to get a clear coat on that to protect it. And then I will oil the boards with Odie's oil. So hopefully I will video those other processes so you can see the board from beginning to end. Again, if you liked it, I hope you did. Click like and subscribe, ring the bell, and you will get notified when we have new videos. And our videos are not always just epoxy. Sometimes we are videoing Louisa, who is making stained glass mosaics, nightlights, jewelry, all sorts of fun stuff. So, hope to see you soon. So, about 2 hours after I poured this, I removed the tape. I got pretty much a clean line. I'll have a little bit of cleanup to do. So this is how they came out after they finished dripping off the edge. I still have some nice lacing in there. And this one, I lost a little bit more of it. This one has more of a curvature to the board, so a lot of it ran off the end, but still looks pretty cool. Let me get this. So, all that beautiful lacing on this one. And you can see how it curves. So I think the next time I do cutting boards, I'm going to make sure that the end doesn't curve like that. And I mean, this one still looks pretty cool too. Just really frothy ocean. But next time I will make sure I have a flat edge, like on this side. These were live edge pieces, and they had a nice curvature to them, and I was trying to keep that. This side probably would have been better to go on because it's not as curved. You can see how curved that side is. But not bad, all in all. So right now, I'm going to pause this and go lightly sand these with 220 grit sandpaper, just to scuff it up a little bit to give it a mechanical bond, and then I'm going to put tape on it again and clear coat these. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I have sanded these and put new tape on, and now I'm just going to clear coat these, or flood coat, whatever you want to call it. So this is just straight stone coat countertop epoxy, no pigment added to it. And typically they say 3 ounces per square foot. This is such a small piece, it's not even worth measuring out, and there's such a curve on this that whatever excess flows over, flows over. I'm not going to use a square notch trowel, I'm not going to use a chop brush, I'm just going to use my gloved hand. Just running it out, getting the edge. So my main concern is this curve, making sure that is well coated. Way too much on here. So instead of using a chop brush, I'm just gonna do this. Use my fingers as a chop brush. Break the surface tension. Make sure that everything is coated. That's good. So now I'm going to torch it to get rid of the bubbles. Let that sit for a minute and then I'm going to torch it again. The lovely thing about stone coat is you have plenty of working time, so if you find something not quite right, you can go back and fix it. And give it a minute, and then I'm going to torch one more time, but I am going to hit it one more time. And that's it. So I will wait probably about another 2 hours, and then I will pull off the tape, and then these will sit overnight to cure, and then I will sand the wood portion, not touching the epoxy again. This is the final coat for the epoxy. So I will clean up the wood, and then the wood will get oiled. So tomorrow I'll show you that. All right, see you later. So here we are, another day has gone by, and these have sat overnight and cured, so nice and dry. Trying to get a picture here for you. So today I'm going to take them and all these drips on the back because I forgot to tape off. Normally I would put tape on the back to catch the drips so that it peels off easily. But today I'm going to sand this all off the back, starting at 60 grit with an orbital sander. So I'm going to go 60, 80, 120, 220, 320, and hopefully stop at 320. And it should be all nice and clean and smooth. And then on this side where I got a little bit, you can see right here, a little bit here, I'm gonna have to clean this side up. And a little bit here. So I'm gonna go off to the sanding room and sand these down and come back and show you what it looks like after it's sanded, and then I'll put some Odie's oil on it and show you that. So I'll be back. So here we are back again. These have been sanded. As you can see, I got all the drips off the backs. Nice and clean and smooth. And now I'm going to apply the Odie's oil. Odie's oil is food safe, used for cutting boards, countertops, anything wood. And a little bit of Odie's goes a long way. So you want to make sure that you stir it well. And I just put a little dollop on, and then use a Bondo spreader to spread it around. And you really want to try to work it into the wood. Sorry, and if you get it on the resin, you don't have to worry, it will not harm the resin. And you want just a thin layer on there. And then I'll use my finger on the sides. Okay, that's one side of this one. Do the same thing with this one. And then you just want to make sure that you don't have like a thick puddle anywhere. You want a nice thin coat on here. So I just go back and wipe off any excess. Let that sit for anywhere from 45 minutes to 4 hours. You want it to really soak into the wood, and then when it's pretty much dry to the touch, then you want to come back with a clean lint-free cloth and give it a nice buffing. So that's the first side. I'm going to let that sit, come back and buff it off later, and then flip them over and do the other side. And Odie's is a one coat process, so it only needs the one coat and it's done. And then, like, if you use it a lot periodically, maybe a couple times a year, you might have to put another coat on, or you could just use butcher's block oil after that. So that's it. See you later. So these are the two cutting boards. They have been oiled, both sides with Odie's oil, and they are done and ready to sell. Let's see if I can get you a good, beautiful spalted maple.